Did you just put that light on? Sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, good evening everybody, and welcome to the Claire Manning Creative YouTube channel. Is that a bit brighter? Welcome. I'll just give everybody a minute or so to join. I apologise, I'm a couple of minutes late. Got very hot and then we had a bit of a camera issue and I realised I'd turned one of them off. So I think it's sorted now. Is that too bright now behind? I can't tell. Let me know if that's glaring too much. Oh, I haven't even been able to dry my hair fully because it's just too hot, isn't it? And I got the hairdryer out and then I started to melt. Hi Karen, hi Joe. So just giving everybody a chance to join because I'm a couple of minutes late. I do apologise. So, but I've got a fun-packed show for you. There's loads coming up, which I'll go through in a moment. Is everybody managing to keep cool okay? Today, Horse is here as well. Dean's helping me. Children are helping me tomorrow. Do the packing of your orders. So let's just go through some kind of housekeeping things just to let you know if it's your first time here or if you've bought before and watched a show before and you just want to know how everything works. So my name is Claire Manning and I've been a designer and a demonstrator now for over 3 years. About a month ago we did our first ever collection, Claire Manning Creative Collection of stamps and stencils, and Horse is carrying his pig round. And it was amazing. You guys not just supported by buying the lovely designs and said that you enjoyed them, but loads of you told me how you were enjoying just watching the videos, and every single part of the interaction I genuinely, me and my whole family, really appreciate. Just say hi to a few others. Hi Doreen, Leanne, Steph, Natasha, hi. Hi Danny. Danny won our competition the other day. So it is true, if you enter a competition, real people win. So we normally do a competition before a collection launch. But yeah, just going back, it doesn't matter to me whether you just watch, whether you comment, whether you prefer to just lurk in the background and you're not commenting and you're just watching and enjoying the content. And of course, everybody who does purchase some stamps, some stencils or whatever it is from the website, I just hope you enjoy them and you get plenty of inspiration. And every single interaction I have with you all, I just want you to know that how much I appreciate it, because it allows us to carry on and do more, doesn't it? Oh, loads joining now. Hi Valerie, hi Tracy. Oh, did you have trouble getting on, Tracy? Ah, so your stuff's on the way, Danny. Hi Hazel. Do you do me a favour, Dean? A couple of people are saying they're struggling to find us. Would you share just the link to the channel in the group and on my page for me?
Yeah.
Yeah? You all right with that?
Yeah.
Shout me if you guess. So Dean's on stock checking, but I wanted to let you know before we go through all the designs and everything, because it sold out so quickly last time, the first collection that we did, we ordered loads more this time. So we've got over double what we had last time. So hopefully you won't have to panic. You can enjoy the show this evening. You can have a mooch on the website. If you haven't bought from us before, that you'll see on claremanningcreative.co.uk. Not only have you got the today's collection, the stamps and stencils, and that will sit in the what's new section and the Claire's designs section, but you've also got other things: inks, stamping tools, card, basically whatever you'll see me use in demonstrations and things like that. Most of it is on the website. If it's something I haven't got, I'll let you know. But I wanted to do that so if you have to pay a delivery charge, then at least you're getting the most out of it. But I'll go through all the things like that because there are ways that you can get free delivery as well. Hi Ruth, hi Margaret, loads joining in now. You haven't missed much, guys, if you're only just joining. Any chance of an email link each week? Hey, so I'm trying to sort that out. Basically, when I did the first one and I did the pre kind of link that sits there, and then the piece of software I use for with my cameras, it didn't quite tie together. So let me have a play with that and make sure I can put things in place so I can have they gone live, Valerie? Yes, everything's on the website now. So right, now everybody's kind of here. Let's start again and go through everything. So today's launch is our second monthly launch. You've got 4 A6 stamp sets that includes Love You to the Moon that I'll show you in a moment, Olive Grove, a lowercase alphabet, an uppercase alphabet, and an A5 stencil. You'll see on the website clairemanningcreative.co.uk, in the What's New bit, you'll see that there's a bundle price which gives you 10% off when you buy all the 5 pieces of the collection together. And you don't need a code or anything like that. It's just really easy. You just put that one item in your basket with anything else that you want, like your inks or whatever, and check out. So because that's over £30, you automatically qualify for free UK delivery then. Unfortunately, I can't do free delivery for those of you outside of the UK at the moment. It's just too expensive, but it's always something that I look at. But anybody in the UK, it doesn't matter what you buy, if you spend over £30, you will get free delivery anyway. And we work really, really hard to try, even as a small brand. I mean, we can do it at the moment because we're not doing thousands and thousands, but we work really hard to get everything dispatched, preferably next day for you. So I do say 1 to 2 days for delivery, but generally it's the next working day. So obviously we've missed the post today, but we'll pack all day tomorrow like we did last month, and we got everything out and the kids helped me, and it's all been a real family affair. Moon is showing out of stock. Right, okay, let me check. Do you mind me just popping? You'll see me, but I might not be talking too much at the moment. Oh, right, okay, that might be me just doing something. Is that the moon on its own? Yes, you are right. 2 seconds, and something else, and the digi-die to go with it. We'll talk about digi-dies in a minute. So this is my confused look, because I'm looking at you can see me on the camera, but I'm just looking at a web address now. Try again now, the moon should be updated. Let me know if you spot anything else like that, Dean, is that all right?
Yep.
So Dean's here helping me, Horse is here helping me. There we go, Love You to the Moon is back. I do apologise. So, as I say, we have got more stock, but I will give you updates, you know, not to panic you, but 10% of the bundle has gone already. But it is a lot more. At least we're heading in the right direction, aren't we, for having enough stock for you guys, because I think last time it was about minute 14. Hi Gemma, hi Joe. Hi Elizabeth, Salt Lake City, brilliant. Just got the bundle yours went through, lovely. Great, so everything seems to be going all right there. So a couple of other things about when you purchase from us: you earn points every time you make a purchase as long as you register. So when you go to checkout, it either allows you to do a guest where you just put in your name and address and it just posts. I post the stuff to you, but it doesn't remember any of your details. Or if you create yourself a username and password, that's all we mean by an account. It's not, you know, a credit account or anything like that. But then that allows you to earn points, and you get 5 points for every £1 you spend, and those build up. And then later on, you can use those for money off your purchases. Super fast sellout last time, Tracy. Yes. And I didn't want that to happen again because I know some people missed out. I think everybody got hold of it in the end because we restocked within 2 weeks. But I thought, isn't it better to have as much stock as we can from the start? So that's better. Hi Anne, how are you? Don't worry about being late, it's not a problem. Like I say, we've got enough, so I'm hoping even if you're joining late or watching on replay. So should we have a look? I think that's all the housekeeping stuff, isn't it, Dean? You'll remind me if I've missed anything.
Yeah.
So, you might have seen I've been giving some sneaky peeks. The design team girls have done an amazing job with their cards, which I'm going to show you in a moment. In fact, Dean, would you pass me? There's a box. I'm sorry, I got so hot. I'm not as prepped as I should be. I think this box underneath there. Yeah. Could you just bring that round for me? Is that all right? Just pop it by my feet. So let's have a look at the beautiful designs this time. So we've got 2 hand-drawn designs. So we've got the A6 Love You to the Moon. So this is the one, it is showing in stock now, so you can get it as the bundle or on its own. So it's got that lovely solid moon and the flowers that you can layer over. You can do this kind of starburst fireworks. You've got stars in there and you've got a lovely scripty font, Love You to the Moon and back. Then you've got Olive Grove, which is, I've done a border before a few years ago and it's like a florally one and everybody loved it, but I did get some feedback to say we'd love it if you could have it separate, so we get to choose how much space you want in and the lines as well, and I'll show you how this works in a little while. So you can do the lines in different colours to your stamping or something like that. So, Doreen, not live yet. Just to give it a refresh, Doreen, everything should be there now. People are checking out left, right and centre, so it should all be working. And then we've got 2 more sets that are available individually as well. Everything is. 2 more A6. I really love this font. It's really bold. It looks amazing in your coloured inks or your embossing powders. And you can mix and match the uppercase and lowercase together. You have got the numbers in the lowercase. Just ignore the fact that in the packet I've had to put your 0 up here, but that was literally just for space. I do like them even in the packet to look all nice and in order, but it was the only way I could get it to fit, and I thought it's better than not having a 0, isn't it? So that's your 0, the slightly longer one, and the O is the more round one in there. And yes, the uppercase as well. If you are a digital crafter, the Love You to the Moon and back and the numbers and letters have digital dies available as well. So what that means is that if you've got cutting machines like Scan and Cut, Cricut, Silhouette, all those kind of things, you can download the digital files, SVGs that your machine can understand. You can cut them out of your cardstock and then stamp on, and it's like having a physical die then if you've got those machines. At the moment, I haven't got the coordinating actual dies. Hi, horse. Are you going to show everybody your little bandana? Sorry. Stop for the dog. Off. I know. What are you eating? What are you eating? Tried to eat a golf ball on the last
Come here, boy.
time that was live. So, those I keep them as cheap as possible just to kind of cover a bit of my time really, because you're not getting a physical product. But do look out, we've got our very first die coming in October and that's really exciting, and hopefully if that all goes well there'll be more following below. What does refreshing mean? Sorry, I'm 81. Oh, bless you. If you're on a phone or a computer, normally it means wherever you're watching on, there will be, I'm trying to describe the, yeah, so it looks like a circle with an arrow. Let me show you that. There'll be something, you would think I was an artist. See Dean's face? Be something a bit like that. There's an arrow with a circle. And what that will do is just all completely come off your website and then go back onto it again. Oh, bless. Happy birthday for next week. Yes, absolutely. Well said, Gemma. 81 is an amazingly good age. I hope I get that far. Right, and the last one in the collection is, you know I love big stencils, so it's the A5. You might have seen me do on the demonstrations a little bit as well, and you've got all those lovely big stars going down to small stars, and of course you can use it any way up you like. So let's have a look at some samples from the girls, because this is where it comes to life really, isn't it? You want to be able to see what kind of things that you can be doing with your stamps and your stencils. So there's so many. And I had to go out today. I was planning on just sitting here and crafting and prepping all day, and then I had to go out in the end to get Toby starts college on Thursday, and he's doing construction. So we had to go out and buy him like steel toe cap boots and work trousers and stationery and all things like that. That's right, Joe. He is such a cool dog. Hi, Gillian. How are you? 20% of the bundle have got. But doesn't it feel more relaxed knowing it might mean it's sell out by the hour, but hopefully it gives you a little bit of time to mooch, to listen, and you're not like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So let's have a look at some of these beautiful cards. I'm so sorry, but it's just sticking to my neck. Beautiful one from Kerry. Kerry's doing some fabulous DL cards lately. So I do try and mix up the order that I show them, but I do apologise, I can't remember which ones I showed the other day. That's another one from Kerry. One from Gemma, showing the letters in between the border. Border again in green and white embossing from Leanne. This one from Natasha. So you might have remembered that it was just 3 ladies on my design team before Gemma, Kerry and Leanne. We've now got officially Natasha, my niece, who's 19, on the design team as well. So she's been doing some fabulous work, and she tends to come over and we craft together on a Tuesday. Although tomorrow I think I might be paying her to do some packing by the looks of the orders coming through. I love that Claire's able to restock so quickly. Yes, I mean, using the UK supplier like we do as well if it's your first time here. Sorry, I'm just flicking through these as I'm chatting. Another one from Leanne. We use a UK supplier for stamps and stencils, or in fact, anything we can get from the UK, we do. Sometimes that proves a bit difficult when it comes to dyes and sequins, which we'll talk about in a moment. Another one from Kerry, and again, but we do like to support UK companies, and it means that you guys are supporting UK companies as well then. You're supporting UK jobs. Lovely one from Gemma. I really like that. Look how she's done, you know, the lines in the set. Let me show you. In the olive grove. So she's not just used them for the border, but she's used them to create a pattern as well, which I thought was really clever. Just going to wipe this camera. I feel like it's a bit smudgy. Is that a bit clearer? The epitome of clean and simple from Leanne, which is just beautiful. Love this from Gemma as well. Another DL. So many. But I'm going to show you every single one because we've got plenty of time now. I felt like last month's, it was all a bit of a panic because of all the updates we were having to do with the stock because it was going so quick. So I feel like we've got loads more time. What was that one? Oh yes, she's turned the Kerry's turned the moon the other way around. Hi Joyce. Other one from Kerry.
It's all right.
Sorry. Horse is doing the ball, and it's very strange noises coming from over there. They have worked so hard on them, Joe, and that's why I want to share every single one. And you can also, as well, if you're looking to recreate any of these cards, I photograph every single card. Can you hear that? It's disgusting, like a chewing noise. I photograph every single card for the website. This is something that I love from... Was this one of yours, Leah? Can't seem to get into it. Oh, yes. Don't we forget to use different types of card for the actual card bases sometimes? That's given me a bit of a kick to do that. Colours that are stunning, aren't they? So what I thought, with all these beautiful cards and the fact that I've done 2 demonstrations with the stencils and the moon already, which are on the channel if you want to watch those back after if you haven't seen them, I thought we would do a demonstration next with the olive grove and look at how we can build that up. And then for the rest of the time, I think I'm just going to kind of play about and show you some techniques and things like that rather than building cards, if that's okay. Because we do demonstrations every Monday here on Manning Mondays. Just once a month, it's always a full collection launch. But then in between, sometimes it's something, a single thing new. Sometimes it's just a demo. Sometimes we just have fun and a chat. Aren't they absolutely fabulous? I think that's them all. Oh, no. I'm telling lies. More. These from Natasha, which are fabulous, using the borders on their side. I love this. Leanne's done some paste there on some acetate and used the new dye that will be available next month. This is my favourite one of Gemma's. Thank you, Gemma. Are you helping out Doreen there? I do apologise, Doreen. I'm not ignoring you. I can't see all the comments when I'm holding these cards in front of my face. So I love this one from Kerry. But remember when I said earlier about the letters? So it's not a criticism, Kerry. But this is what I meant when I said there's a 0 and an O, and she's used the 0 there. So it still looks absolutely fine. But if you're wondering which one is which, that's the 0. But she's on holiday now, so I'm sure she doesn't really give a F, does she? She's on a cruise. Chopping veg for stir fry, Tracy's as well. Hi, Noel. Who else is? Great to know which of the design team made which one. Yes. So what I will do is on the website, there's loads of plans I've got for the gallery and the inspiration page. One, it needs to be sectioned off, doesn't it? So you can easily find, I've got this stamp and I want to go and make something. But also to put on there who made what, and if there are specific other supplies that they used, or, we all get questions, don't we, girls, on what glitter is that, what ink is it, blah blah blah. So we can do, whether it's on our website or not, we can maybe list some of those supplies for you. Is that all right? Right then, so I think that's all of them now. I really hope I haven't missed, but every single one of those is photographed in the inspiration gallery as well. So the last thing I need to show you, or last 2 things, sorry, before the demos, are 2 new types of product to the website, but not stamps and stencils, something completely new. So my absolute love affair with sequins and gems and things like that. I love clear ones. I love transparent, but with a bit of that AB, Aurora Borealis, is that how you say it, where you get that rainbow effect. So I'm always on the hunt for the perfect sequins. So as in cup sequins, I think I found the perfectly sized, perfect quality. So this is the first time we've ever done an embellishment, and there is more to come. I've been asked for flat ones that aren't are cupped, but they haven't got the folds in as much, and they haven't got the holes. So those are on the way. We've got droplets on the way. But these are our very first one, the iridescent, and they are absolutely, I don't know whether this will work. I've got mine in this pot. We might be able to see that better in the overhead camera in a minute. So for a couple of quid, do pop those in your basket as well. And they are 6mm, all 6mm. You get about 400 in there. 6 grams, which doesn't sound like a lot, but 400 sequins is going to do a lot of cards for you, isn't it? But yeah, 6mm ones. I found the 8mm for me were a little bit too big, the 4mm too small, so we went for the 6. And then the last thing to let you know about, because there was lots of comments on it when I used it on the last demonstration, is this acetate laminated grid that I kind of fashioned for myself, but I've now made a load and put them on the website for you. So if you haven't seen it before, pop on and watch no, it wasn't last Monday's, was it? I tell a lie, it was the video I did for the Crafting with All Brands Facebook group last Friday. I'm on there every couple of weeks as well, which is just an amazing group, by the way. If you're not on there already, but you are on Facebook, then you should check that out, because it's like 12,000 followers. There's loads of independent brands, and we all do demonstrations as often as we can. I need to do another order. I forgot the ink pads. Joe, if you want to do another one, even if it comes to the under 30, just drop me a note with your 2 order numbers and I'll just put them together and refund you the extra delivery charge back if you want. Don't worry. Obviously, I couldn't do that if it was like days in between people's, because it had already gone. But right then. My dog chomps on pebbles. Yes! But you can sit there for hours in silence storing, and then all of a sudden. Right then, I'm going to change to my overhead camera now. And let's clear. Oh, I don't know whether I showed. That was Natasha did some inking and just put it in a very simple white frame. Would make a lovely little gift. Just going to bring this in a little bit closer, so we can do some demos. How are we doing stock-wise, Dean? Are we doing all right? So 20% of the bundle gone. Love You to the Moon is the most popular individual, 30% of that gone, and then 10% of the others. But we're doing fine, which is great. So. Let's have a look at that lovely olive grove. So I'm really pleased, because I wanted to. It's all great for us selling out and things like that, but it's not great for you guys if you miss out, is it? So I purposely made sure there was plenty. So I've got some white card, and first of all, let's just stamp this out in black, or a grey in fact. So this is what I meant about you can decide how far you want the gap, whether you want the pieces this way maybe instead, on the side like Natasha and Gemma did. You could have the border be the same piece. They're slightly different. It's all foliage this time, which I thought was quite cool. And it's actually got, so because it's called Olive Grove, you've got these little olives poking out of all the different foliage. But you could colour those up as like berries if you wanted to make it like a Christmassy one, or a mistletoe, I think somebody said. I don't know what I've done with my stamping tool now. Honestly, I'm all over the place today in this heat. Excuse me for a second. Oh dear, what have I done with it? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Right then. Oh, well done, Doreen. My DT is so demanding. You're not demanding, Gemma. Not at all. We throw loads of ideas around all together. It's brilliant. I think it's just going to bring this slightly. That's better. So I'm going to stamp both pieces and just deciding one slightly bigger than the other. So I'm just deciding which one I want which way, and I'm going to leave a fairly decently sized gap. So this is something that you could actually use your grid for as well, isn't it? Because not just your letters, but that can be quite hard on something like this to know whether you've got it straight or centralised. So what I did with my grid, you can use the base of where the leaves and stuff come to then. So I've got about 2.5 that side, about 2.5 that side. Oh, thank you, horse. This bought me his dirty pig out the garden. How lovely. Thank you very much. And then hopefully when I bring this down now. So yes, that sticks to the back of the stamp, but that's not a problem because we don't need that now. And I know that that's going to stamp perfectly. So I'm using grey VersaFine because I want it almost to look like pencil-y. I've said it many times before, when I draw these kind of designs, they all start off as a pencil sketch. And I want a piece of scrap as well because I don't want that to come out even that dark grey. I want it really, really sketchy to almost disappear. So I'll put a piece of just normal copier paper, stamp it first on there. I could use that for something else, maybe a mask or something. I must apologise if you do buy the digi dies. I haven't done one yet for the Olive Grove. I completely forgot about that one, but I will do it tomorrow and make sure it's on the website. So do pop back and download that if you'd like a digi cut file. So that's gone really light now. Now I've done that kind of second generation, if you like. So let's just clean off that stamp. Little one won't stop shouting, Roxy. Oh, bless you. Escaped upstairs to get a minute's peace. As are both out now. Toby's gone to play football with his friends over the park, and I've sent him with a big pot of sun cream. And Kate's gone to play netball. She plays netball on a Monday evening. But yes, they're going to have a busy day tomorrow with me. I don't know what I'm going to do once they go back to college. Well, then I've got Natasha on a Tuesday as well. So don't worry, it's not slave labour, guys. I do pay them to help me with the packing. Right then. So I'll use the lines in a moment. What I am going to do, though, before I do the lines, because they're going to be embossed, is that I'm just going to run my heat tool very quickly over this ink just to make sure it's super, super dry, because what I don't want to do is emboss. The whole point of doing the lines separate is that I can do those in a completely different colour if I want, so I don't want any of my embossing powder to stick to that. See you tomorrow, Natasha. You're going to netball with Kate. And welcome back, Tracy. Didn't want chicken fingers. Oh, no, I did wonder whether it was you, Noel. So Noel is Kate and Toby's uncle. So a kind of cousin of mine through marriage. So I wasn't sure when I saw your name come up. I thought maybe but I didn't want to assume in case it was a male crafter. But hi, Noel, Louise and Eva from my family. So let's do the embossing of the lines. So I've got, get all my embossing stuff ready. I've got my anti-static bag. I've got a piece of white paper to catch excess. I've got my embossing ink. And let's decide. I think I'm just going to do it in gold just to show you how it looks. Oh, is that a... Why does that say rich pale gold, but then it looks glittery? Glittery gold embossing powder. I didn't even realise I had that. Do you think I've got enough? He's just rolled his eyes. You can never have enough embossing powders, right? Did you hear that? So, back in here. Magnets on. I know my ink is lovely and dry, so it doesn't matter what I do with that now, it's not going to smudge. So anti-static all over just to make sure. Sorry if I'm missing any comments now because I've got my head down concentrating. He's got a tan anyway from today. So one line is thicker than the other. So what I'm going to do is place, I want 2 lines there. So I want the thicker one right at the base of all those lovely lines. And if you could use your grid again if you want. I'm just, for quickness, just going to go without and see, go rogue and see how it works. And then use the thinner one, just butt it up. I find the thinner one sometimes is better with the acrylic block, but not always, just depends what you're up to and how big the project is you're working on. These could be arches, yes, so because they're photopolymer, it's got quite good kind of muscle memory in it. The stamps means that you can bend them round a little bit, but they won't stay like that. Although there's something else coming up with arches. What could that be? It's a bit of a creepy voice, wasn't it? Just pop those aside for a second. This one I'm probably not going to finish as a full card because I want to do some other bits as well, but I thought if I just show you how it layers up. So we've got 2 lines. Quick stock update from Dean, 30% of the bundle gone now. Still the Love You to the Moon individual one is the most popular. Let's just set that. So this is the reason why we've gone for those stripes separately. So you can get that effect with gold or blue or whatever colour you want to go with your card. Let's just add a really quick bit of colour on there. Even though we're not finishing it as a full card. I'm really sorry, Dee. Could you grab me some water? Just in a little pot. Let's grab out our pens and let's do a load of different greens on here. just to give you the idea of the effect. And then what I will do is finish this card and put it on the inspiration gallery. But there's a couple of techniques I want to show you with the moon as well. Thank you. So I've got a couple of different greens. It's a bit bright. I'm just plopping a little bit of colour down with these water-based pens that I've mentioned a million times because I love them, and then just blending out with a little bit of water on my brush. And I feel like then they're just kind of made for each other and just give you that lovely watercolour look without painting. Can you hear him crying now? Like he's never been fed or never gone out in the garden for anything in his life. It's a kind of greeny grey. So that everybody's children or grandchildren all gone back to school now. Honestly, Joe, you won't regret it. I know they're not the cheapest pens in the world, so that's why I always say, you know, they're always there for you when you need them. And I try and do now some slightly smaller combos. So maybe I should do like a greens combo. I know we've got a grey one from when I did a grey type of demonstration before, and that worked really well.
Joe and Anna asking what type of card are you using?
So this is the Creative Expressions one that is on the website, because that's a really good point. If we talked about this a little bit on the live I did in the Crafting with All Brands, because it really does make a difference what card you use for pens like this as to whether they blend. So for those of you that didn't see it, let me make that point for you, because don't use your super smooth that you use for your alcohol pens, basically. If I can find some. Sorry, my neck's still playing up as well. So this is super smooth. This is the one that on my website is it's the Wow one, which is great for embossing and colouring with alcohol markers, but not so much with your water-based mediums, because the water doesn't move basically, and the pens don't blend together. So if I get a couple of different shades here, I've got olive green, mid green, and that grey green. Okay. So if I show you on this kind of more chalky card, I bet most of you have got some that is like this. So it's kind of 250 to 300 GSM. It's got quite a high chalk content. It's smooth, but it's not super smooth, but it's also not watercolour card. Watercolour card would absolutely do the job. But it doesn't have to be, as long as it's not your super smooth for your alcohol markers, if that makes sense. And this is the reason why. Let's come right in. So this, I think, is the Creative Expressions Coconut White. And can you see when I go in with the two different colours, they start to blend in already with each other, and then move like a paint. And then when you add water, so this is a combination of having the right cardstock and the right pens and things like that. And some people will say very often to me, I've got the same pens as you, but I can't get them to work. So that's the kind of effect you want, isn't it? So you want to be able to blend in each other and blend with water if you want, without kind of harsh lines. Watch what happens now when I do that on super smooth card, which is not for water based. Super smooth is for alcohol markers. So there's the dark, and then I go in with the lighter, and it just does not budge. Can you see straight away? And I can keep going, but it will not budge that. And when I go in with the lighter, and then when I go in with water, so it's not you, and people will go, it's me, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Look, it just does not budge with the water. Same pens, same colour, wrong cardstock. So I hope that helps. So that's the Creative Expressions Coconut White. That's the Wow. And we sell both, but they both do very, very different jobs. That one will still take your embossing powders as well. I work perfectly well with that. But this one, the actual Wow branded one, is for embossing and alcohol markers. Does that help? I hope so. Right, so I will finish the border card and put that up tomorrow. But let's, for the last 10 minutes or so, let's have a look at a little technique with both the Superstar stencil and the Love You to the Moon stamp. So Superstar stencil, I've got some lovely navy of the Creative Expressions card here. Probably looks black on the camera maybe, but that's the black. So that might be a bit better to see the difference. So the navy, I feel like it's begging for the stars to be like a background. So again, this isn't a particularly a card as such. I'm just gonna, this is one thing I haven't got on the website yet, which is a white ink pad, moonlight white. It's a, I can never say it. Sukinico, that brand. The one that does VersaFine and stuff as well, but this is your pigment white, and still a bit of yellow on that brush, but we should get the effect. And I've just been dying to try that white on navy and see how that comes up. Oh, Carol, that's great to hear. So you've already got some of the pens, have you? But you gave up. Yes, I bet it's your cardstock. So if you've got a few different types of cardstock at home, try what you've got first and see. You know what it's like. All the pens are made from different types of inks and things like that, and it just depends on what type of ink it is and what type of cardstock. Isn't that cute? I think I moved slightly, but that would look great with embossing. The navy, I think, with the sequins, when you see the colour coming from underneath as well, because they're that translucent, will look absolutely amazing. So sorry I'm rushing through some quick techniques here, but I wanted to make sure that I talked you through a few things. And then I thought we would try with the moon to get some texture on it, like the surface of the moon. So I'm going to emboss. In fact, let's ink it first. Let's get a grey ink. The stars are so useful as well, because they're great for kids' cards, they work well for men's cards, pretty much anything, to be honest. Right, so another piece of white here. Not a particularly different type of card or anything, just whatever I had lying around, and some Distress Oxide. So I've kind of smeared it on, which is already giving us a kind of textury look. And then I'm going to clean it off, and I'm going to prepare a embossing powder. You're right, Dean, you're looking like you want to say something.
Oh, no. No.
You had that look on your face.
Listening intently, dear.
Waiting for his dinner. Any chance you would do bigger as some solid star? Can't get one for ages. Oh, bigger stars as a stamp. Why not? You know, I'll always add things to my list, and if I can make it work, I will make it work. Right, so I've got these sets are on the website, and they've been really popular, and to be honest, I hadn't tried them, so I thought, you know what, I better give it a go, hadn't I? So it's part of the WOW collection again, but it's the Changers set, and loads of them have gone over the last few weeks, but it allows you get 3 little pots that are empty, so it allows you to look at ones you've already got and kind of change them a bit. So I'm going to go with texture. You get a texture, a sheen, and a glisten, which I guess are like sparkly ones. So I'm assuming, I haven't even read the instructions, but let's just go. So I'm assuming that we put a bit of this. This is the texture one, and a bit of one of our existing ones that doesn't have any texture. So maybe let's go for a smooth. How about smooth metallic silver would go nice over that grey, wouldn't it? And let's mix some of that. And what's really nice is that you don't have to use the whole lot. I've done about 50-50, so let's see how that works for us. I'm always scared of the white ink manage to smudge it. Just go over it straight away with your clear embossing powder, Joe. And that will set it for you then, because I do the same. So I've gone in with embossing ink now over the top of my distress ink. And let's see if this will add some texture. So this is that lovely silver and the texture changer. So it should make it like thicker than it normally would be. That is definitely a different texture than the silver normal smooth look. I really wanted it to have like a texture of the moon effect, and I bet you could go over that again and again. Maybe even purposely not put your ink on as smoothly, and see if you could really build it up in certain areas. But that's definitely the right kind of thing to do for a texture of the moon, do you think? Fabulous. Right then, so I know, as I say, it wasn't 4 cards this time, but let's get these out of the way. It's all right, horse, we'll have dinner now. So sad. But I thought some tips, some techniques, and we just kind of play with the designs and all the different things that we all spend our money on, don't we? All these extra bits. I know I do. Miss what you used. Little one banged her head. Oh, I used the... Oh, I hope she's okay. use the changes, the texture. But yeah, that was a really fun hour. Hopefully a bit more relaxed than that last time where it was like, oh my god, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. It is still really popular and it's still amazing. Like a third has gone. And if you have seen something that you like, do head over to clairemanningcreative.co.uk. There's too many C's in that. But yeah, hopefully it was just that little bit more relaxed. Everybody's got what they wanted. There's no panics about missing out or anything like that. So I hope you have a brilliant evening, guys. Enjoy the sunshine for the next couple of days, because I think that's going to be our last lot, isn't it? Brilliant. And if you have any questions or anything like that, then do drop me a message on social media. I'm usually about, but I am going to have my dinner now. That's all right. We'll be back next Monday. I'm also on the Crafting with All Brands Facebook group, not this Friday, next Friday. Have a lovely, lovely evening, and I will see you soon.